Colombia 2, Germany 1. So, Mosse, let's start there. Initial thoughts on this upset and this just wonderful game.
Not to pat myself on the back too much, but if Chris the Bear Felica can do it, then I will as well.
Okay.
Pre-tournament, I did peg Colombia as my potential Cinderella and Linda Caicedo as a potential breakout star. And to give people a peek behind the curtain, I've been tasked with putting together a list of the 10 best goals of the tournament so far. I fired off a list yesterday, and I said I'll let you know if anything today cracks the list and we have to tweak. That Caicedo goal will definitely be very high on that list.
Very high on the list. I mean, it's wonderful. Her footwork and her speed, especially for an 18-year-old, is just incredible. And even in that moment, for her to transfer her weight from one side to the other, and with just a couple of inches of space, put it in the upper 90, it was just wonderful. We had Melissa Ortiz bombing up and down our set, going crazy, a proud Colombian American, wearing the jersey and all that kind of stuff. And I only say that because the atmosphere in that game, that's what every World Cup game needs to have. The Colombians brought it. Yes, there were Germans there, but it was predominantly Colombian. And ultimately, as I said, they were treated to one of the true classics, an instant classic, if you will. So Linda Caicedo scores, and everybody's looking around. I'm on set with Ari Hingst, and we're saying, oh, this is crazy, because keep in mind, this is the German team, number 2 team in the world, number 2 in my power rankings, that came out on fire and kind of planted their flag. Well, if they planted their flag in the first game, they just took the flag and threw it out into the garbage in this second game, because they go down 1-0. They fight back, and they had plenty of the ball. It wasn't the dominant performance, and I actually was much more impressed with Colombia than I was disappointed in Germany. But Germany fights back. They get the penalty. So now it's 1-1. You think, all right, everybody's going to go home. Germany's going to lick their wounds. Colombia's going to say, hey, we had them on the ropes, and we just couldn't finish it off. But set pieces, set pieces, set pieces. They are a theme at this World Cup. You are seeing them continually. And in, what was it, the 94th minute, something like that, somewhere around there.
Even later, huh?
Was it later? Oh, my goodness. It was just, Venegas scores a header, all alone, by the way. Wonderful snap, wonderful direction to win the game, send everybody in hysterics, and just the environment, Mosse. Because, I know yesterday I was talking with Jimmy Conrad about, the different ways people watch the men's World Cup and the women's World Cup. This was just a wonderful game of soccer, and this was just a celebration, for the most part, of what Colombia is. And you saw people crying, you saw people cheering, you saw people in wonder at what they had just witnessed and in celebration of a country and culture that obviously is so close to them. But all of that passion, all of that emotion that often we associate with the men's game was on display here. I wish it was that way in every single game. To be quite honest, it's not here at the World Cup. So to see that environment and see the way it pushed that team on and then celebrate it in that moment, and they were given this gift of being there in the moment, I thought it was just a wonderful advertisement for what this World Cup is and what World Cups can be.
Colombia bid to host this World Cup, didn't get it. They hosted the Copa America Femenina last year, which we covered. Tremendous atmosphere for that tournament. So they are really a growing nation in the women's game. I agree with you. Their fans have really brought it. I'm told, by the way, our director, Erin Schechter, was at the game tonight, so she contributed to this nutty atmosphere. But yeah, hats off to the Colombia fans. And as far as the game, I agree with you. When Pop converted the penalty, I thought for sure Germany would be the team that would then push on and perhaps get a late winner. So tremendous reaction by Colombia to go back at the other end. Manuela Venegas with great header on the set piece. Yeah, and they take all 3 points.
So, it was horrible marking on that final set piece in that final corner, but it's not Colombia's fault. They don't care, and this is Germany. So, look, I think a lot of eyes are turned right now to Colombia, and rightfully so. You obviously are, prescient, and you're the savant, so you already picked this, so this is no surprise to you. But for a lot of people that are coming to this tournament or seeing Colombia for the first time, what I loved about it was, there was this beautiful, dirtiness isn't the right way, but like this Colombia team, I want them to have my back, whether it's on a soccer field or whether it's in a bar fight, I don't care. These women, they do not back down from anyone. And yes, they did dirty up the game, not in a horrible pejorative type of sense, but they recognized that they needed to stand up on a continual basis to fight all of those physical battles. Yes, to take some yellow cards. Yes, at times to have the dark arts and all that kind of stuff. But in totality, the way they approached this game, there was a maturity and like I said, just this down and dirty type of feeling that can, in a tournament situation, really take you far. And I think that was what is impressive.